Hey, what's up, guys? Another one ready to go home. Make these little videos just to document the condition it's in when it leaves here. But I figure while I'm making the video, I'll tell you guys about it. So, in case you don't know or you have been able to tell so far, this is a Toro, self-propelled. It's called the Toro Recycler. Front-wheel drive, self-propelled. With the Briggs & Stratton flathead. This is not an overhead valve. If it was, you would see a valve cover right where that spark plug and spark plug wire is. However, this is after they did away with the, I think it's called the Pulsar Prime gas tanks and carburetors that bolt to the gas tank, because there is an actual fuel line that goes from the gas tank to the carburetor. And which not only do I like these engines, but I've had a couple of these Toro recyclers and I really like them a lot. They're really good mowers and good quality decks and on and on and on. But this mower came to me because it wasn't running. And this is a return customer. And just so to let you all know what kind of business I run or the kind of mechanic I am. When I was over there, we talked about, what all the possibilities could be and all of that. And he was saying that it's his mower, but he loaned it out for a couple years and he's just now getting it back and wants it gone through. And so I said, okay, well, what do you mean by gone through? And he said, well, first off, you got to figure out why it's not starting and running. And then blade, oil change, spark plug, tune up, all that stuff, air filter. So, so my thing is, when it comes to a machine that's not running, that's what I attack first, is why it's not running. Ended up being a dirty carburetor. And then whoever had this mower before him, I told him, I said, man, you need to loan them some more stuff, because when I went and looked at the air filter, when I took the carburetor apart, it was a brand new air filter that's got a brand new spark plug on it. And when I checked the oil, it's got new oil in it. Somebody just did an oil change on it. And then when I look underneath it for the blade, it's got a brand new blade underneath it. Brand new, still got the paint on it. Never been, I think I was the first one to use it just now when I started up and cut the grass. And but anyway, so I called him back and I said, hey man, I'm not that kind of a mechanic. I know we talked about how you said you wanted me to go through it and do this and that and the other. I said, but I'm not that kind of a mechanic that takes brand new parts off to put on more brand new parts and then charge you for something. I said, I'm not that kind of a person. Because as I just stated, the brand new blade, brand new air filter, brand new spark plug, brand new oil in the mower, in the engine, I mean, there's no sense in me going through and changing all that out and charging him more money for something that, I mean, he doesn't need to pay for. And plus, this guy's handicapped and has medical conditions and such, and so he's living on a limited budget anyway. So that's, plus I believe that, those kind of mechanics that do that kind of stuff, it's going to come back and get you, one point or the other. And and just speaking from a Christian point of view, which I'm a Christian, I just believe that every one of us are going to face our judgment one day, and I don't want to have to face that judgment. So I believe that the good Lord gave me this ability and these skills to do this, and I don't want to use it to rip somebody off. So, but before I end this video, I'm going to start it up and let y'all hear it run, because as I said, the complaint was that it wasn't starting and running. And like I said, I always try to do these videos before I take it back, so that way it's like a record of how it was before I took it back home. So hold on a second. try to get y'all set up. I don't know if you can see it or not. And that's when you know you did a good job. One pull. One pull. One of the things was that if you know these engines, the choke is operated from heat ventilation on the carburetor, and or I'm sorry, on the muffler, and there's a arm that goes over there, and then there's a heat actuator that pushes the arm back and forth. Well, the pivot point where that arm is on the carburetor was all dirtied up, and the choke was sticking. So that was one of the things I did while I had it apart, was got that all cleaned up, and so now the choke is operating correctly like it's supposed to. So anyway, there it is, guys. Like I said, it's ready to go home. So May 30th, 2020. So God bless. Y'all take care. All right.